Rolls-Royce is arguably the superlative of automotive luxury, building some of the best limousines known to man. But going with the trend that is cemented by its compatriots like the Bentley Bentayga and the Range Rover, Rolls-Royce has finally revealed its first SUV in its glorious history that spans beyond 112 years. They are calling it the Rolls-Royce Cullinan. Named after the largest natural diamond that the world has ever seen. But the Rolls-Royce Cullinan isn't just a high-riding limousine with a polished name and the enviable spirit of ecstasy perched on the boxy bodywork. It has a powerful design expressed through a classic three-box form. The trail protrudes out, while the long nose gives it a cab rearward design that is typical to a Rolls-Royce. The proportions beautifully mask the humongous dimensions of the Cullinan. It stands 200 millimeters taller than the Phantom and rides on 22-inch wheels. At 5.3 meters in length, it is 200 millimeters longer than the Bentayga and 350 millimeters longer than the long wheelbase Range Rover. The headlights and air dams are set further into the face compared to the saloons, while the polished grille isn't overly large, contrary to what the purists feared. The upright taillights have a simple design too, while the tailgate has a split-open functionality.
Cullinan is, you might know that, the biggest found rough diamond ever, over 100 years ago, and that diamond now sits in the crown jewels of the UK. And we found it is a very suitable name for our car, being, let's say, even a kind of diamond in the rough.
With a wheelbase of 3,295 millimeters, the cabin is typical limousine class. The Cullinan welcomes you to a flat floor and uber-luxurious individual seats by lowering itself by 40 millimeters and raising back up when the driver thumbs the starter. There is the typical Rolls-Royce minimalism in the cabin's symmetrical design. The dashboard is done up in open-pore wood and new box grain leather. Driver aids comprise of 360-degree cameras, a 7x3-inch heads-up display, cross-traffic warning, lane departure and lane change warning, night vision, and attention assist. There is a Wi-Fi hotspot capability too, amongst a host of other creature comforts meant to pamper its owners.
Our challenge was to match this absolutely luxurious world, perfect craftsmanship, absolute comfort and well-being on the interior, with this more hostile world, challenging environment, putting this little luxury capsule into that space.
The Cullinan proudly hints that it will do everything that a Range Rover can. It even gets an everywhere mode to that effect, which alters the chassis and drivetrain components to take on the trickier outdoors without spilling your expensive champagne. Snow, rocks, sand or similar loose terrain will not worry the Cullinan, hence Rolls-Royce. The Cullinan has a water wading capability of 540 millimeters and for the first time on a Rolls-Royce, a 4x4 drivetrain. There is no low-range gearbox because Rolls-Royce believes that the Cullinan won't need one given the strong low-end torque and a finely tuned torque converter from ZF. The Cullinan is powered by a 6.75-litre twin-turbo V12 which puts out 571 PS of power at 5,000 RPM and 850 Nm of torque at a mere 1,600 RPM. Zero to 100 is estimated around the 5 seconds mark, while the top speed is restricted to 250 km an hour. The heft of the Cullinan reflects in its efficiency with a large carbon footprint of 341 grams per kilometer and a claimed overall fuel economy of 6.6 kilometers to a litre. We expect the Rolls-Royce Cullinan to open its order books in India before September this year, with prices starting at around Rs 6 crore.